The transport shuttle's engines hummed their final notes as Leo Chen stepped onto the crystal platform of Valoria Prime. His military issue, boots scuffed from a dozen campaigns, felt absurdly crude. Against the luminescent surface that seemed to exist, somewhere between solid and liquid matter. Diplomatic protection detail, he muttered, adjusting the translator chip behind his ear. The device flickered, displaying a concerning yellow warning light. Of course it's malfunctioning. The Valorian Empire had specifically requested a human bodyguard for Princess Elsa, their crown heir. Humanity's reputation had spread across 3 sectors after the Zephyrin conflict, where human soldiers had held impossible positions through sheer stubborn will. The galaxy had learned humans didn't break easily. Leo had 2 hours before the formal introduction ceremony, not enough time to get the translator properly calibrated. The palace rose before him like a frozen waterfall. Towers of pale blue crystal that caught the system's twin suns and fractured light into impossible colors. Valorian attendants, tall and graceful with their iridescent skin and flowing garments, guided him through corridors that seemed to shift and breathe. The princess's chambers occupied the highest tower. Leo's military training cataloged exits, defensive positions, potential threats, all while his malfunctioning translator fed him garbled phrases from passing courtiers. The human arrives to consume. Our flowering daughter? Such primitive weapons. How delightfully dangerous, Leo grimaced. Definitely broken. The chamber doors opened without sound. Princess Elsa stood by a viewport overlooking the capital city, a metropolis of light and impossible architecture. She turned, and Leo's breath caught despite his professional composure. Valorians were beautiful by human standards, but Elsa transcended even that. Her skin shimmered with subtle patterns that shifted like oil on water. Her eyes held 3 rings of color, violet, silver, and deep blue. The traditional royal garments she wore seemed woven from starlight itself. Your Highness, Leo said, executing a precise military bow. I am Leo Chen, assigned as your personal protection specialist. His translator crackled, and whatever came out made Elsa's eyes widen dramatically. Her attendants gasped and quickly fled the room. Wait, what did I? Leo tapped the failing device frantically. Elsa spoke, her voice like wind chimes. The translator spat out. You honor me with your breeding intentions? The ritual must begin. Immediately? No! That's not. Leo's face flushed. My translator is broken. I said I'm your bodyguard. More garbled sounds emerged from his translator chip. Elsa tilted her head, then began unfastening the intricate clasps of her outer robe. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Leo spun around, presenting his back. Your Highness, there's been a misunderstanding. The princess continued speaking, confusion evident even through the broken translation. The human male refuses. Traditional greeting, but your words? Clearly stated. Courtship challenge. Leo kept his eyes fixed on a particularly interesting section of crystalline wall. His combat training had prepared him for armed insurgents, hostile alien fauna, and zero-gravity breaches. Nobody had prepared him for accidentally proposing marriage to an alien princess. Computer, Leo barked at his wristcom. Emergency cultural database access. Valorian greeting protocols. The display flickered to life. Leo scrolled frantically through entries while carefully maintaining his position facing away from the princess. Okay. Formal greetings involve exchange of formal names, presentation of credentials, and oh no, his heart sank. Physical appearance verification to confirm species compatibility for alliance purposes. So Elsa wasn't stripping for courtship. She was following standard diplomatic protocol, showing her true form to verify she was actually Valorian royalty, and not some shape-shifting infiltrator. In Valorian culture, clothing concealed identity. Revealing one's natural form was the ultimate gesture of trust and political transparency, and his broken translator had apparently told her he wanted to marry her first. Your Highness, Leo said carefully, still facing away. In human culture, we verify identity through other means. Biometric scans, documentation, things like that. We keep ourselves covered during formal introductions. A long pause, then soft laughter, genuine and musical. When Elsa spoke again, she had switched to heavily accented but understandable standard galactic. Your translator? Very broken. You told me you wished to consume my honor with your protective weapons and then bind our flesh in warrior ceremony. Leo groaned, pressing his forehead against the cool crystal wall. That explains the attendants running away. I found it charming. More rustling sounds. You may turn. I am covered. In your human fashion now. Leo turned slowly. Elsa had donned a simpler robe, more modest by human standards. Her expression held amusement and something else, respect perhaps. You turned away, she said, when you thought I was vulnerable, when your customs conflicted with mine. It seemed like the right thing to do, Your Highness. Elsa, she corrected gently. If you are to protect me, we should use names. She moved closer, studying him with those remarkable three-ringed eyes. I have read about humans. Your species fights for ideals, not just survival. You create art about protecting others. You build societies on concepts like doing the right thing even when difficult. Leo shifted uncomfortably. We're not perfect. No species is. Elsa smiled, an expression that translated perfectly across species barriers. But you are interesting. 3 assassination attempts have been made on my life this season. My father requested a human bodyguard because humans have something we Valorians study, but do not fully understand. What's that? Stubbornness in the face of impossible odds. The refusal to abandon a position or a person, even when logic suggests retreat. She extended her hand in a gesture she'd clearly learned from human customs. I think we shall work well together, Liu Chen. He took her hand carefully. Her skin felt like warm silk. I think so too, Your Highness, Elsa. Though perhaps, she added with a mischievous glint, we should fix your translator before you accidentally declare war on the Stellar Council. Leo laughed despite himself. Probably a good idea. As twin suns set over Valoria Prime, casting impossible shadows through crystal towers, a human bodyguard and an alien princess began an unlikely partnership, one that would be tested soon enough by threats neither could yet imagine. But that, as they say, was a story for another day.